Jamaica's main source of income is increasingly based on services, notably tourism and finances. Mining and manufacturing became more important to the economy in the later parts of the 20th century. Biggest exports are aluminum and bauxite, while approximately one-third of exports earnings consist of sugar, bananas, coffee, beverages, tobacco, and other agricultural products. The main imports are food and other consumer goods, industrial supplies, fuel, parts and accessories of capital goods, construction, material, machinery, and transport equipment. The United States The United States is Jamaica's main exporting partner. The United Kingdom, Canada, China, the Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago, and Venezuela are also important. Jamaica is a participatory member of several trade organizations, including the Caribbean Community. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product, which is the total value of goods produced and services provided in the country during 1 year. Jamaica's GDP is worth 14.03 billion US dollars in 2016. The cause for the increase was the average product sales for the year. GNP stands for Gross National Product, which is the total value of goods produced and services provided by a country during 1 year, equal to the gross domestic product plus the net income from a foreign investment. Jamaica's GNP is 24.48 billion US dollars in 2016. Jamaica's natural resources are bauxite, gypsum, and limestone. They are used in the economy through things like aluminum products, wallboard, cement, and building materials. Jamaica is currently in debt. Jamaica went into debt in 2012 up to 2016 with projection up until 2022. The national debt amount is up to around 15.77 billion US dollars. The cause of this was a financial crisis that the country had. The Jamaican currency is called Jamaican dollars, pence, and shilling. The dollars have the faces of all the most recent and past prime ministers. In Jamaica, $1 is equal to 125 Jamaican dollars and 18 pence. Jamaica is a stage 2 of the demographic transition model due to the total percent of unemployment and death rates. Also, the birth rates are dropping because of women are getting education. Jamaica is a peripheral country because it doesn't fit into neither of a core or a semi-peripheral country. For example, Jamaica has always been called a third world country, and third world countries are usually peripheral. Third world countries are always developed as core north and more peripherals. Jamaica is a LDC transitioning into an MDC, but for the most part it is a LDC. But to some people or some association, Jamaica is classified as a small island developing country. Jamaica is approximately the size of Connecticut, located 90 degrees south of the Caribbean Sea. While Jamaica has beautiful beaches on the coast, it is also covered mostly with mountains. The Jamaican mountains range can reach as high as 7,402 feet. The Blue Mountains in Jamaica is the largest mountain range, which is well known for its coffee. Even though Jamaica is mostly covered in mountains, it also has plains, such as the capital city, Kingston. Rivers in Jamaica, such as the Wagwattle, begin in the mountains and move downward. During the rainy season in Jamaica, it causes lots of damage to the plains. In the geography of Jamaica, the Blue Mountains' eastern side of the island runs from the northwest to the southeast, reaching between 5,900 and 7,400 feet high. Limestone plateaus make distinctive karsts such as dramatic rock formation, caves, and sinkholes such as the Cockpit Country. Coastal Plains is on the northeastern coast. It has white beaches, and however, most of the plains are narrow and rugged. The pre-Columbine era buildings were made with wood along with other materials that would not handle the climate or hurricanes. Jamaicans showed their loyalty by adopting the British contemporary architect styles such as the Georgian models. Most major public buildings like the railroad stations, domestic homes are Georgian style. Jamaicans who are unable to afford the Georgian style architect have their homes built in the vernacular architect style. Jamaicans usually eat things like curry goat, ackee, saltfish, jerk chicken, rice, and beans. They eat these things because they're the closest meat and organic things to them, and this is what slaves also used to eat. Jamaica is a very Christian country. It has the highest concentration of churches per capita in the world. Majority of the population is Christian. Some groups follow traditional African religions, and there are communities of Jews, Hindu, and Muslims. Jamaica's relaxed pace of life extends in many cases into the workplace, but the contradictions continue as a strong work ethic. Some Jamaican employers don't treat their workers fairly, demanding long hours for low pay because they know that they can replace them easily. Women are treated the same way as men, but they did have to fight for rights to vote. Women did get an education, especially in poverty, but once out of school, women will have children and raise the kids in a village perspective. Jamaica has holidays like Christmas, which is December 25th, New Year's, which is January 1st, Easter Monday, which is in March or April. Then they have Boxing Day, which is December 26th. Boxing Day is when you would donate all the leftovers and extra gifts to the poor or less fortunate. Traditions have a big influence on their culture. One of the biggest traditions is Carnival. Carnival is celebrated through the region. It's one big parade that happens over a course of days, and you have fun and listen to reggae/dance hall. Jamaica class system is based on money, the way people speak, and the way they dress. You have high class, middle class, low class, and poverty. A traditional wedding typically involves the entire village or community where the couple live. The family has the job of planning and paying for the rent. They require elaborate preparations, including the cooking of vast amounts of food and several cakes that were carried into the wedding by women who were married. They would play games, and people would pray over the newlywed couple.